All right, everybody, we are back with another episode of the Intoxicated Sports Report.
Yep.
It's been 2 weeks, Gage.
Yes.
How does it feel to be back?
It's good. It feels right.
Yeah, it feels right. It almost feels a little weird, though, because we did take a full week off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, almost 2 weeks, I guess, if you consider it's been 2 weeks now.
Yeah, it
But,
was. I think it was necessary.
Yes, we hadn't taken a single break
No.
for like 55 weeks, give or take.
Yeah. So.
So, yes, it was nice. We basically had a little vacation.
Yeah.
But I do think it was fun doing that little Q&A session.
I think
being out and about.
I think that was a success.
Yeah, I think we got to do that.
We didn't
again.
get as many people as we wanted to come downtown, but we get people having lives,
yeah.
and they can't do it on a Tuesday.
Yeah, like Tuesday is probably not an ideal day for.
But I loved how many questions we got.
Yes, I think
We
we
got,
had 22 or 23.
That's crazy. That's
something
the
like
most we ever had.
Yeah, that
Which
was
is
cool.
which is nice because if we were doing that on the show, we would.
Yeah,
It would be a long show.
yeah, we basically have to do Q&A only.
Yeah, exactly. So we might, we were thinking about it. We might do that more permanently than keeping it on the show, or we might keep it every now and then on the show. But I liked it. It was fun. It was a good time.
That was a good time.
We gotta thank Trade. They were really digging us there.
Trade was cool. Yeah.
And Palisades, I mean, they weren't really feeling us because they were busy, but
Yeah, I mean-
Trade's more a local place.
Yeah, yeah. It's more of a hangout.
Yeah.
Palisades is a restaurant. So.
Yeah, exactly.
But I thought that was fun, and we will definitely have to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
We might try to do some. I don't know if we'll do that same thing next week, but we are going to take next week off again.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a little bit of every other week episodes
Up until
football season,
until that football season
Yeah.
starts.
and then we'll be back in the swing.
Yeah.
It's just it's kind of dead season as far as sports goes. Although we do have a fair amount of stuff to talk about.
We
but-
could have had a show last week,
We
given the MLB news and the NBA news.
Yeah, it was.
We weren't expecting that.
I didn't even think about it.
No.
Yeah, draft, free agency, MLB trade deadline.
So this episode may be a little longer than we'd like, but we'll see. We have a lot of things that we've said and
Yeah.
want to talk about
Yeah.
over a 2 week span. So
Yeah. Before we get going, we're gonna take a shot because
yeah.
that's part of the show.
Where is this from? Like, why is it half drank? Why is this bottle small? What's the deal?
So the basis of the story behind this is I met some people at the Marriott, or guests, and kind of befriended them a little bit, and they are tequila snobs essentially, and this was one of their favorites, I guess, and they bought a couple bottles while they were in town, and they gifted me one of these.
Wow.
So yeah, they gave me a little 375 of this Blanco tequila from Casa Dragones. I think I nailed that.
There you go.
I'll show the bottle. He said it was pretty expensive. So
And have you had this already?
yes, I have.
Is it good?
It's good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Or would you put it up there with like Siete Leguas?
This is probably actually a little bit smoother,
Really?
but I do like my Siete Leguas.
Do you remember to do the shot yoga?
Yes, absolutely. It's a must. More technical difficulties. Apparently, if you breathe on the phone, it stops recording.
Love that.
All right, and we're back. So definitely need to do shot yoga with this. Oops, let me top you up a little bit.
Shot yoga. Have we explained this before?
Yeah, it's I don't know if we have, but go ahead.
So right before you take the shot, you breathe in,
Mm-hmm.
you drink it, your
And
shot.
as you swallow, you breathe out.
Yeah,
Right.
or when you're
Essentially.
done drinking, you
Yeah.
breathe out.
Yeah.
And it makes the shot way smoother. I recommend it. Doing it every time you take a
do it
shot.
with every liquor.
Every liquor.
Yeah, and you actually get the proper flavors out of the liquor when you.
And
do
it's
that.
not nearly as harsh as it would
Yeah.
when you just do a regular shot, or
Yeah. When
it's
you just choke it down.
exactly. So should we give a score out of 10 with this?
Sure.
10 being the best tequila you've ever had.
Right.
Yeah.
Casa Dragones. It's kind of sugary almost.
Yeah, that's smooth.
Yeah, that's nice.
Shots will always give me a face. That's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Did you have this in a margarita at all, or did you just?
No, I've
straight shake
only
it?
straight.
Yeah.
I actually sipped it one night.
You sipped on it?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
It was.
How often do you do that with tequila?
I don't think I've ever done that.
Okay. Hey, first time.
People do that though.
First time for everything.
Yeah. I think sipping is more of a thing with like the aged tequilas like Añejos and Reposados.
Mm.
I don't know. I give that like a 7 or 8.
Yeah.
It's good, but
It's good.
I mean, I'm sure there's way better tequilas.
Yeah.
So,
I'll give it 7.
yeah.
That tasted. I would say it tasted better than the tequila I had over the weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, tequila's always kind of rough going down.
Yeah.
But it's also one of the liquors I'd rather shoot more than anything else.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's a good shooter. Like vodka, no thank you. Whiskey
No.
can be tough sometimes.
Yeah. Gin,
But
no.
Gin, not really. No, can't do that. Rum, no.
I can do Fernet.
Fernet is fucking wow.
Oh, Jaeger.
Jaeger.
Jaeger goes down easy.
Usually it goes into Red Bull though, for me.
Well, you know what I mean. Like we're
But
talking-
it is, yeah, it's still sweet though.
Yeah, it
so.
tastes like black licorice, which I don't even like.
I don't like black licorice either.
But it's not bad. Who likes black licorice?
People.
Well,
Not normal people.
do you know anybody? Do you know anybody personally who likes black licorice?
I can't say.
I feel like it's something my dad would like, just to be that guy.
Yeah. You know what I also don't like is red licorice. I think red licorice is disgusting.
You don't?
No.
Well, okay. Red vines, I like.
Okay.
Twizzlers,
No.
garbage. It tastes like rubber.
I think they're both trash.
If you're ever gonna get in the licorice game, don't even try Twizzlers.
Okay. Good to know.
Only red vines.
All right. I think I'm gonna stay away anyways.
What, you don't like?
It just never tasted good to me. It just tastes funky and fake.
Did you ever? You never did the whole licorice as a straw drinking the milk?
Definitely tried it.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's gross. I don't know why we ever did that as kids, or I don't know if I'm the only one who did that. I'm sure I'm not.
Other than the tequila, Gage, what are we drinking today?
We're drinking Stella Artois. Did I say that right?
Yep,
Did I
you
nail
nailed
that?
it.
Cheers.
First time on the show.
You think so?
Probably. I mean, I'm just throwing.
Out of the bottle, which is better than out of the can. They do make cans
Yep.
for this, but this is way better.
The bottles
than
are classic. Green bottle. 11.2 ounces.
Green bottle of beer is good. You don't like Heineken, but I like Heineken.
Yeah, Heineken's in. It's whatever.
I can't think of any other ones besides Rolling Rock, and that is not good. But like O'Doul's, don't give me that shit. But
Yeah.
that doesn't count.
I can't really think of any either. I know that there's definitely some out there, but
Yeah, I can't. I'm sure there's no big one.
yeah.
Oh, Trumer.
They do have green bottles. You're right.
And which
It's a
tastes
Pilsner.
like Heineken, I think.
It's a pilsner.
Yeah.
It's the same, same as this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess this is technically a lager, but
Whatever.
same idea. Gage.
Let's get into it, man.
Yeah. What do we have going on today?
We got some NASCAR. MLB trade deadline was last week. NBA free agency and off-season news, which is
It's been
big.
loud.
NFL off-season preseason news.
Yeah, your Cowboys played this past week.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
It's fucking preseason.
I don't. Yeah. Olympics are over.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you heartbroken?
No.
No, yeah.
I'm glad.
Big news in the soccer world,
Yes, sir.
and some melancholy news or sad news.
From college football.
Yeah. Was it college football? I don't even know
Yeah.
who this is really, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I don't think melancholy is the right word to say. In
It
that.
just and it's sad news.
Sad
But
news,
it was not unexpected.
Gotcha.
But we'll get to it. Yeah. All right. First off, NASCAR finally returned after 3-week layoff.
It's 3 weeks, huh?
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, I guess technically they took 2 weeks off, but
Mhm.
it's been 3 weeks since they raced.
Yeah.
And your motherfucking boy,
Let's go.
Kyle Larson,
Let's go.
won his 5th race of the year.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Is he gonna win another one?
I hope he does because you had a bold prediction saying no racer would win more than 5.
I did say that.
And I don't know if I don't even know if I'll give you. Or maybe you'll take a shot for it, but I mean I won't.
Yeah. Not gonna. What if he wins like 5 more races? I might have to really.
He's not going to win 5 more races.
Hey, you never know.
I know. You're
Championship push.
right. But also, I'm just really happy to have Kyle Larson on my side
I
because
bet
Brad
you are.
Keselowski smells like diarrhea.
I bet you
He's
are.
bad. He's not good.
So yeah, Kyle won at Watkins Glen, one of the road courses on the circuit.
Okay. Where's Watkins Glen at?
New York.
It's in New York. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I caught a little truck series. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Caught a little truck series. Just threw it on for a
I
little
forgot that they go there because the trucks don't always race on the road
bit.
courses.
But they race at Watkins too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, caught a little truck series.
Nice.
It's weird because they were spinning out a lot, but they wouldn't like stop the race for it.
Yeah, they do it only if it's like because the course is kind of big,
Mhm.
so it really only happens if it's going to be a situation they can't clean up quickly.
There was a lot of spin outs where I feel like NASCAR would have put a caution out for. But
If it was on like an oval or a small track. Yeah.
But you think the truck series is kind of lame, right?
It's kind of hokey. I mean, they look funny, like it's a souped up, pickup truck.
But don't some NASCAR drivers do truck series?
Yeah, like Kyle Busch tries to race in as many as they only allow him to do like a handful, but he does like 5 a year.
Does Martin Truex do truck series?
I think he might every now and then. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not. It was kind of more of a joke. I just threw it on just to have some on during what I was doing. But it's not. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Not bad for a Saturday.
All right. What are the house standings looking like?
House standings are looking like, me up top with 73.
As always.
As always.
You've been leading for like probably 12 straight weeks now at least.
Man, just keep it going. Danny's second with 63. Ashley is third with 54. Alex is fourth with 50. Dylan is fifth with 46. Garrett is sixth with 36. And you're sitting pretty in last place with 24.
Love it.
Yeah, do you?
No.
No, you don't.
I need Kevin Harvick to win a fucking race. That's what I need.
It's funny, too, because your boy Eric with an A, Amarola, has won you a race.
Yeah. He's
in
in the playoffs, baby. Let's go.
Is he?
Yeah.
Are both my drivers in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
Is Keselowski in there? Even though he hasn't really done jack?
Yeah. All you got to do is win a race to get in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Are everybody's racers in the playoffs?
No. Garrett only has Chase in right now, and Austin Dillon is his other guy.
Oh, shit.
And he's probably not going to make it. Also, technically, Kevin Harvick has not clinched a spot, but he is in as of right now. Like, it ended right now. And same with Denny Hamlin. But Denny Hamlin's I think he's the overall points leader, so that would automatically get him in as well.
Okay.
It's crazy that he's the overall points leader without winning a race. That's how consistent he's been.
Yeah.
12 top fives. Next week,
Is it Indy?
doing another road course. We're doing
There we
the
go.
Indianapolis road course for the first time in the Cup Series.
Do you think NASCAR will ever get to a point? No, actually, they won't because there's Daytona, but it would be almost all road courses. You think they'd ever do that?
No, probably not. NASCAR is built around, the oval tracks.
Yeah.
Essentially. So that's-
Because they'll never get rid of Daytona. It's always going to be an oval course.
yeah,
Or Talladega.
I don't see them ever doing more than 10. Again, like they're doing 7 this year, which is 4 more than they've ever done in a season before this year.
Yeah.
So. But I do like the additions of the road courses. I think the Indianapolis road course last year in the Xfinity Series was pretty cool. And I think that's why they brought it on this year.
Gotcha.
For the Cup Series. Moving on.
Moving on to the MLB trade deadline. I don't know if you heard, but Chris Bryant
Is a giant.
Chris Giant, actually.
Chris Giant.
This was kind of one of those things where it was kind of expected, or it was talked about.
It was talked about leading
Chris
out.
Bryant was
I
gonna
didn't think it was gonna happen.
I didn't think it was either. It sounded too good to be true.
Because it didn't feel like they really needed a position player, but he does fit because he's versatile.
Yeah.
And I mean, he just adds another bat to the lineup.
Yeah. He homered in his first game.
Fucking awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think it was the second at bat.
Yep.
And I think it's funny. So the Cubs got rid of Rizzo, Baez, and Bryant, and they all happened to hit homer in their first game on their new teams.
So crazy.
If I'm the Cubs, I'm hanging the L.
Right.
I'm not hanging the W for that.
Yeah. That's funny. But,
Real quick on the Cubs, I think we might have talked about it last week, but they're just total rebuild mode.
Yep.
It's always going to shock me that they only won one championship in 2016,
With
and
that
they almost didn't win that.
Yeah.
They were down 3-1 and went to Game 7 extra innings for them to win that championship.
Yeah. It is sad that they couldn't come to agreements with any of those guys on extensions. That's basically what it came down to. It was like they couldn't find the financial ground to make an extension with these guys, and they all got to their last year of their contracts.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, we got to get something for them.
Mhm.
So yeah, kind of a bummer for them and their fan base, but they retooled pretty well. I mean, they got Nick Madrigal from the White Sox and the Craig Kimbrell deal, which I thought was a big pickup. He's a good player. So
Can we talk about real quick? Because I don't want to talk about this much, but the Dodgers,
fuckers.
they acquired Max Scherzer and Trey Turner.
Yeah.
How do they can't keep getting away with this?
You know what's so funny is
how do they just, is Magic Johnson giving them money? Like how are they doing this? Can you explain to me, please?
They have a really large financial group that is control of the team.
It's incredible.
Guggenheim baseball.
And these two players aren't scrubs. They're champions and arguably the best at what they do.
I mean, yeah, Max Scherzer is one of the 5 best starting pitchers right now, and Trey Turner is, you could say he's the best shortstop maybe. He's
What-
not even going to be playing shortstop.
What is he going to be playing?
He's playing second base.
They just
This means that, to me, I think Corey Seager is going to be a free agent next year. They're not going to sign him,
yeah.
which, Giants,
Would you? Yeah, you want him?
fuck yeah. Fucking throw the bank at him. Back up with Brinks truck.
Play second.
No, fucking Crawford can dip.
What?
Or he can play third base, fuck it.
Wait, would you want to get rid of Crawford?
No. Obviously, he's been
Emerson.
a
Emerson.
revelation.
Emerson. What
Now
are you saying?
we could put Seager at third.
Seager third.
Honestly, Seager is probably not really
What
going
about
to be a
Chris? Oh,
shortstop.
Chris Bryant's going to be.
A free agent,
Oh, okay. So
and he could play left field anyways.
yeah,
And then you just tell Longo to see it.
they're not going to get Seager. I mean, that'd be
That'd
cool.
be fucking dope. He's only like 28,
So you're on board for the
and
Seager
he'd be
train.
hitting splash bombs all over the place. Corey Seager to the Giants. I've been on that train
You want
for about a year now.
Bold prediction.
Fuck it, why not?
To the Giants in 2022.
Yep.
Wow, I like that.
I love it.
I like that. I mean, that'd be cool.
It's game on, baby.
Also, the Giants are the first team to 70 wins this season.
They've been the first team to like
60.
50, 60, and 70 at least. Maybe even 40. I don't remember.
It's amazing.
They're unreal.
I still don't. I don't know why I don't trust them. I've watched them enough to where I know they can win games.
Yeah. They've won a lot of big series since we've been on
Yeah.
the show last.
They just,
They beat the Brewers 2 out of 3 this past weekend.
yeah. Because with playoff baseball, because I think it's fair to say the Giants are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Playoff baseball is hard to win.
Anything can happen.
And the fact that Giants were able to win 3 championships when they did, 10.
That's a prime example. I'd say the 2019 Nationals are a prime example.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I hope
anything can happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Giants are playing well right now, but who knows if they're going to play well in October?
Yeah, you got to be playing well at the right time.
Exactly.
You kind of got to get a little bit lucky,
Mhm.
you know? Yeah, baseball's a funny sport. But I'm excited just to, the
Yeah.
Giants, they're going to make the playoffs.
Because we weren't expecting this. I
Exactly.
think the only person that thought the Giants were going to make the playoffs is your mom. I'll give her that.
And I'm not even sure that she did. I think she's just
just
a very optimistic person.
Optimist. She's on the optimistic train for sure.
Yeah.
But shout out to Morgan for that.
Yeah.
And also fuck the Dodgers because they are officially they're the Death Star. They're Palpatine. They're Vader.
They're Yankees West.
They're Yankees West. They just get whatever they want.
Yeah. How about the Yankees are making a move too? They're
Yeah.
trying to get back in the playoff race.
The Dodgers though. One thing I gotta say, I am feeling better about my Dodgers pick to win the World Series. Unfortunately,
Well,
We
yeah,
both picked them.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah, we did.
hope it's not the case.
Yep.
Also, Trey Turner, number 6.
I saw that. I was like,
Gross. Rough.
I can't remember. Was he with the
I
Nationals?
think he's number 7,
He was 7.
but they got Urias. I think
Yeah.
is 7 as a pitcher.
He shouldn't be allowed to have that number. 77.
You pick 6 out of all numbers.
Maybe he just likes the single digit.
I don't like 6. People know this. I don't like number 6.
It's the worst single digit number, I think.
Yeah, we've been through this.
I know you don't like 5 and 7. But
I don't like. I think 5 is worse. I just can't do 5. I can't.
That's so weird.
I just don't like the way it looks on a jersey. I don't.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Everything else besides that's good.
Too bad when Corey Seager comes to the Giants, he's gonna be wearing 5.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm not gonna get a jersey. I'll root for him.
Oh, I'm getting you one.
Oh man.
Have we talked about the fact that the Giants ditched the SF patch road jerseys this year?
No.
They're not wearing them anymore.
So they're just doing the San Francisco ones.
That's the only road unit they got.
Have we talked about the game that you went to? 'Cause we both went. I think we both.
We both went to games since
Yeah.
So the game that I went to was sick.
Dude.
Our boy Bellinger.
Airmail.
He threw
his
an
throw
absolute rocket. Almost, if there was no netting,
It would have been.
it would have been 12 rows
Yeah,
deep.
10th row.
Which was sick, and it helped win the game for the Giants. And then you went and saw them play the Astros, and it was a slugfest.
Yeah, I think there were 6. I want to say there were 6 homers or 5 homers.
I think the Giants hit 5, and they hit 3. The Astros hit 3.
There was 8 home runs.
I think there was 8 home runs in the game. It was at least 7.
Oh wow! I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was hammered. Shout out to my dad for getting me, my sister, JoJo, and him first row seats, third baseline, right after the infield.
Yeah,
Great seats, best seats I've ever sat in
nice.
at a baseball game.
Yeah, those look pretty prime.
And it was a good time. It was really nice to get back to the yard.
Day games are fun too.
Day games,
when the sun's just beating down.
Well,
it's fucking beautiful.
it's funny. My dad was rocking a hat, but he rocked it backwards,
Uh-huh.
so he got the sunburn.
Oh,
It's like
yes.
he was wearing a snapback. And my sister was rocking
That's great.
rocking these pants with holes in them,
Oh,
and
yeah.
she got sunburned
right on those.
on the holes, and
Nice,
she's wearing
nice.
a tank top too, so she got burnt on the arms and right under her chin. It's
Nice.
a great time though. It was
That's
awesome.
adorable.
Are you going tomorrow?
Do you want to go?
I mean,
We'll talk about it after the show. I'm going
are you going?
Yeah.
With who?
with whoever wants to come.
You're not gonna go by yourself.
Well, Brett and Danny are down.
Oh, okay, got you. I was gonna say you're on solo. It's like,
No. But, yeah.
they
love
play
baseball.
the night game.
Night game against the Diamondbacks. 6:45 start.
We'll talk.
Gosman's on the mound.
He's been
He pitched well the last time he was out, but yes, you're right.
Yeah.
He's been a little sketchy lately. One more thing about baseball. The A's also picked up Starling Marte, which is a pretty good
Yeah.
pickup. He had a walk-off home run the other day.
did he?
And he's been hitting well. So
I haven't really paid attention to the A's much. Are they?
they are still sitting in the second wild card position right now, but they're right like neck and neck with the Red Sox for the top wild card spot. Yankees are coming
Yeah.
hot right now, so they're right there too. So it's going to be a fun race for that spot down the stretch. And they're only 2 games back of the Astros too,
Okay.
in the West. So
No,
they're right there. But they did. Ramon Laureano, their center fielder, just got suspended 80 games for PEDs.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player. I mean, he's been up and down at the plate, but he's a good player.
That
So
sucks.
that's a big blow. Got anything
No.
else about baseball?
No.
All right, let's talk about basketball, baby.
I would say the biggest news was Russell Westbrook going to the Lakers, right?
That is a huge move. Yeah.
Which we talked about last week during Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
But and we're not crazy about it at all.
Yeah. I honestly legitimately think their odds should be lower now that they have him. That's how bad of a fit I think this is.
It's just it's one of those. If this was 2012, it'd be a great acquisition. Him and Carmelo.
Yeah.
You got prime LeBron. A little past prime Melo.
Yeah.
You got freshman Anthony Davis, which is still good.
Yeah.
And
Dwight.
Dwight. These guys are so old.
Yeah, it
As
just-
one of my podcasts I listened to, one of the guys described them as LAARP, which I thought was fucking hilarious.
That is really good.
It's one of the funnier things he said on that podcast I listened to. Do you still think they're the favorites in the West though?
I don't know. I mean, based on what I saw last year, their bench isn't any better.
No.
And I shouldn't say bench. Their supporting cast
Mhm.
is not any better.
No.
And LeBron is not getting any younger.
No.
Anthony Davis is still a health liability.
Yes.
So I don't think so. It's hard to say who it really is though.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that they're definitely in the discussion. You got LeBron on your team, you're in the discussion.
I feel like I want to say Clippers, but the Clippers
They always find a way.
they
to
always
fuck
find
up.
a way to fuck it up.
And we don't know what Kawhi's situation is.
No, it's
he
weird right now.
may or may not play.
It's weird.
And we know how he's treated injuries in the past.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. I just want to say real quick about Russ. He is the first NBA MVP to be traded in 3 straight off seasons.
that goes to show you that maybe he wasn't really a MVP
No,
for one.
I think
Okay, I know like
He-
the stats and all that
Yeah.
and whatever, but
it just really shows that he's not.
he's not legitimately that valuable.
No, because he's not a good shooter
He's terrible shooter.
in a shooting league.
That's exactly why it's a terrible fit.
You
for
don't
the
see
Lakers.
Steph Curry, which we're going to get to, got a major extension. Like he's not.
And he's 33.
Yeah, and
And
Russell
Westbrook's a
Russell
year
Westbrook-
younger.
He just
And
I
you
know what
can't
you
say
mean.
on one
I know
team.
what you mean.
But I think the only way this is a positive for the Lakers is the fact that they can take pressure off LeBron. LeBron doesn't have to be the point guard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Westbrook can handle the ball. You know, you can sit LeBron for 15 minutes a
Yeah.
game if you want to, and let Westbrook play in his off minutes. But
What I'm thinking, what I think Laker fans are hoping for is Westbrook's going to do what Harden is doing in Brooklyn.
yeah,
Is going to realize that this is probably my best. This is Westbrook's last best chance to win a championship.
sure, yeah.
So I think he needs to learn to be less selfish with the ball.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to.
Harden's still a way better player.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like
That's
Harden
I know what you're saying.
in Houston was selfish, but he had to do everything.
He felt like he did, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I understand.
So I think Westbrook is gonna realize I need to be more of an off-ball type guy.
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
That's not how he is though.
terrible floor spacer because he can't shoot.
Yeah.
And he's still a 6'4" guard, so it's not like he's, can play inside necessarily. He's more of a
And-
slasher.
And the Lakers play a pretty slow-paced ball.
Yeah.
And Westbrook is
He's
boom, boom,
yeah.
up and down the
He
floor.
could help them in the in transition. I think getting up and down the floor.
Mhm.
But yeah, like if you look at it, it's Westbrook as a floor spacer is an F. Anthony Davis is a C, and LeBron is a C.
The one thing about Westbrook I will say is that he'll probably play every game. And he'll be
Yes.
available most games.
That is certainly a plus with him.
He's had a history of not doing that recently, but he will want to play every game if
Yeah,
he can.
absolutely. He's
So-
not.
I think if I'm a Laker fan, I'm looking forward to that.
Sure. I guess that will probably help them. I think in the regular season, because LeBron will need
Yeah.
his nights off.
Mhm.
Anthony Davis is almost a lock to get hurt for a period of time.
Yeah.
So
And he has playoff experience, Westbrook.
he does.
He hasn't won at the highest. He hasn't won the highest of the high, but
Yeah,
he
he's
has
been to the
experience.
finals. Yeah, been to plenty of.
Yeah.
Played in plenty of big playoff
He
series.
just ran into teams that are better, like the Miami Heat teams and the Warrior teams. But, hey, but congratulations, most teams lost to those teams as well. So
True.
so we'll see how it goes. It's tough to say. I just don't know if he'll go to the finals. We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, I don't love them.
I don't either.
But we shall see. It's a big move.
Yeah.
No matter what. CP3 staying with the Suns. What do you think?
I like it.
I
I
love
think
it.
it's good for the Suns.
Good for the
I
Suns. Obviously,
think the Lakers should have got him instead of Westbrook.
I think they wanted him,
Yeah.
and they were like, "All right, we realize that's not going to happen, so let's go get
Yeah.
Westbrook." I think it's great. I think they're going to grow up, and I actually think I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, they got lucky getting to the finals because everyone was hurt,"
Mhm.
but they might be my favorite right now on paper.
And I like how it keeps the balance of
In the
power
West.
in the West.
Yeah, it's pretty up in the air.
Because if he went to the Lakers, I think they would maybe be more of a clear-cut favorite. Besides, if they didn't have Westbrook.
Sure.
So I'm happy. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
He got paid too. I don't know what the number is.
I think
of the
it
money.
was 3 years, 100
Yeah.
million. Or no, it was 4 years, 120.
Yeah.
So he's getting $30 million a year.
Mhm.
That is good money. That's great for sure.
I wouldn't mind.
Especially for a guy who's already 36.
He's getting that bag. You can't blame him.
And he's defying the odds of age
Yeah.
at this point.
He's probably eating avocado ice cream like Tom Brady is.
Kyle Lowry to the Heat.
I like this. I think.
I think it's good for the Heat.
It's
I
cool.
think it kind of he fits that mold of their just gritty,
Yeah.
grindy, roster. I think you pair him with Jimmy Butler. You got two guys that can make shots down the stretch. I think they have a good roster. I still don't think that they are.
The favorite.
No, they're not in that conversation yet with the Sixers and Bucks and Nets, but they're going to be a good team.
Quick thing I want to talk about real quick about Kyle Lowry is the Raptors plan to retire his number. What are your
Really?
thoughts on that?
I like that. I think that's cool. I mean, he was a big part of the championship team, obviously.
And I
Played a lot of years actually there.
I believe he'll be the first player in Raptors history to get his number retired.
Really?
I'm pretty sure they don't have any numbers retired.
Yeah, because I mean Vince played there, but he didn't play there for very long.
I think they will retire his
maybe
number
it's
eventually.
yeah.
Because I think he's like the first big player.
Yeah, him and T-Mac were like
T-Mac,
kind of at the same time, but T-Mac was only there for a couple years too.
I think I think we've talked about this before. I think they should retire Kawhi Leonard's number.
One season, he got the championship.
He got
obviously,
he got
MVP.
it, though.
Yeah, Finals MVP. I'll give you that, but
Maybe not anytime soon because Kyle Lowry has played a long time and he's maybe DeMar DeRozan maybe could also be.
yeah, DeMar was good.
But happy for Kyle Lowry for both because that's big. He's on a new team, got paid,
Yep.
and now he's gonna get his number retired by a franchise who he played for a long time.
Yeah,
So I'm happy for him. It's
yeah,
awesome.
I think that's cool. Big extensions this offseason. Curry, Durant,
Dude, Curry got.
yeah,
Hey.
Jimmy Butler, Trae Young,
Yeah.
all signed extensions.
I'm not surprised by any of these.
I'm a little surprised about the Durant one, but
Are you?
only because I figured he would have waited till next year, but I think I did read a story where it said like it didn't make any financial sense to wait for him. So yeah, I mean all these guys. Butler is the one that's I don't know. I guess the Heat like him. Obviously, he helped
Yeah.
take him through the finals. But,
Yeah.
he was the guy that I would say I at least would give a max extension out of all these guys.
Okay.
But yeah, all of them, great players. Steph, I'm glad he's back for sure. I kind of knew he was going to be basically a Warrior for life
Yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah.
I think this will sign him up through his age 37 season.
He's gonna get his number retired. He's gonna have the statue.
It's already retired.
It's-
He's already got a statue.
Set in stone. Set in
Yeah.
stone. No question.
I would
about that.
I would love to see them win one
Yeah.
more.
You see, Lonzo Ball's going to the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he stays there a while because I don't like he's been bouncing around with teams for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's his third team in 4 years,
Yeah.
and I think he's been putting in the work.
Yeah.
I think
He has become a NBA caliber shooter
yeah,
for sure.
and he could pass. We know that.
Oh yeah, he's good in the open floor. He can dish it.
So, I'm rooting for Lonzo Ball a little
I
bit.
feel like he still needs to beef up because he could be a really good defender. I think because he's got length.
Yeah.
He could be a really good defender on the against the point guards and even on the wings if he just put a little muscle on.
And I think honestly, the best thing to happen to Lonzo Ball is his dad shutting the fuck up.
Straight up, I love that we have not heard from LeVar in a long time because that guy's fucking
Yeah.
obnoxious.
So, Lonzo, hope you stay in Chicago for a little bit.
Did you hear that? So their NBA is investigating that trade because it was a sign and trade, and also the sign and trade deal with Kyle Lowry to the Heat for tampering because they maybe put these deals together before the actual free agency period started.
So what can they do if they get caught for that? Just get a fine?
They could either be fined or maybe
They can't
even-
retract the trade.
maybe
can they?
even retract it or
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like if you retract it, like what's going to stop these teams from just redoing the trade?
Yeah,
again, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
It's hard to say.
that's interesting. Real quick, NBA draft was last week.
Yep,
The Kings got Davion Mitchell with their 9th pick.
nice pick.
He's a good player.
Yeah,
Helped Baylor win the national championship.
Mhm.
Really good on the defensive side.
yeah. Shoot a little bit too.
I just the Kings aren't good at drafting players, so I hope this guy pans out a little bit.
He'll be a nice compliment to I think De'Aaron Fox. When he's not on the floor, he can play the point.
Yeah.
He could also be a sidekick. When they're playing on the floor together.
Yeah.
And the Kings need grinders. They just don't. They have a lot of guys that are just they're just basketball players. They're not like they don't have that.
The Kings need a better GM. Is what they need.
Probably.
But
Is Pages or Vlade Divac still?
he might have stepped down.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Did you see the Pistons drafted Luka Garza with the 52nd pick?
Luka, let's
I
go.
knew you'd like that.
Player of the year, baby.
We don't want to talk about Iowa anymore, but we were in Iowa House at one point.
Yeah.
So I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
Also, the other guy got drafted. The shooting guard, Joe Wieskamp
From Iowa?
from Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember which team he went to, but he got drafted in the second round.
Also, quick thoughts. Jimmer Fredette added to the Nuggets Summer League roster. My question to you is why?
Isn't he like 30
Dude,
something now?
Hang him up.
Yeah.
Hang him up. Yeah, your time at BYU. You weren't good on the Kings. I have a jersey, though.
Yeah.
I saw that and I laughed. I don't know.
Didn't he score like 60 in a Chinese game or whatever?
Did you see Isaiah Thomas scored 81
Yes.
points in like a I don't
A
know
pro-am.
I don't even know
It
I don't
was
even know what
fucking,
league that was.
yeah, some bullshit, summer gym bullshit.
That was, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Warriors drafted 2 lottery picks.
Yeah.
Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody.
Yeah.
So, Kuminga's looked pretty good. And actually,
How do you feel about that, real quick?
I think it was interesting that Kuminga fell for the Warriors because, he was talked about as a top 5 pick, and the
Yeah.
Warriors drafted him 7th. I need one of those too.
All right, I got you.
So yeah, he's definitely an athlete. His potential is supposedly high, but he doesn't shoot the ball well. So interesting. Moody is more of a pure scorer and can defend the wings. Hard-nosed player from Arkansas. So yeah, it should be interesting. I'm surprised they didn't trade the picks. That's the biggest thing.
What would you want them to trade for?
Well, there was talks about Bradley Beal. I don't know if that was realistic or not.
I would want that. if I
Yeah,
were-
there was talks about Pascal Siakam. There's still talks about Pascal Siakam somehow.
And the
coming to
Kings
Warriors.
too.
Yeah, I saw that.
But for De'Aaron Fox, I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know
I don't know about that.
I think there was one other. Like Ben Simmons, of course, was in discussions, but
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know if you're crazy about Ben Simmons.
I think he would be fun, but I'm not sure that he would make them a championship team.
It'd be interesting. To say the least.
My only thing about Ben Simmons' thoughts is okay, you got to play him at the 4 or 5,
Yeah.
and I imagine him grabbing the defensive rebound, and then he turns into the point guard on the fast break, and you just got Clay and Steph running to the corners, and then him just beelining towards the basket. And if they come on, converge on him,
Dish
one of
it
those
out.
guys is open.
Yeah.
And if not, then he's got a
Yeah.
easy basket.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun to watch, but I don't know how realistic that fit is. Josh Allen got fucking paid.
Yeah, he got 6
Pardon my
years,
French.
$258 million extension.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-ching.
So I got a really bad Josh Allen joke. You want to hear it?
Yeah, sir.
I don't think Josh Allen will have any trouble paying any more bills after this contract. Thank you.
Nice.
Thanks.
Da-da.
But if I'm a Bills fan, I'm happy about this.
Absolutely. Josh Allen is pretty sick.
He's
He's one of my favorite players, honestly. Him and Herbert, actually. I was just thinking about Herbert.
It's
They're
just-
very similar.
It's gonna be one of those things where the future of the AFC is gonna be Mahomes versus Josh Allen in the playoffs.
Fuck yeah.
I would assume.
I
Hope there's no injuries.
and maybe Lamar
Lamar
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah,
maybe
Lamar.
maybe Baker.
Maybe Baker. They're gonna have. Brown's gonna have to keep a good team around it.
Yes.
But yes, I agree.
But Josh Allen paid.
Josh Allen is fucking fun to watch.
I know a Bills fan who's very happy about this.
Oh, your friend, Devin?
Yeah.
Our buddy Mark is a big Bills fan
Yes,
too. Yeah.
Mark, yeah.
He's not sold on Josh Allen though.
He's not.
He's
oh,
not.
oh, okay, we talked about this.
He's like, well, so obviously Josh Allen when he came up, he was cannon arm but couldn't hit the broad side of the bar, right? But so I think I was still a little stuck on that. I think he's a little stuck on the fact that he hasn't won anything big. I mean, he's only played 3 years now, 3-4 years.
And you gotta get, they played the Chiefs last year. In newsflash,
Chiefs fucking good.
the Chiefs have been in the AFC Championship game 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
And not a lot of teams can beat them. The only team that has beat them is the Patriots.
Yeah.
And they have Tom Brady. That's saying something.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of this.
If Josh Allen was on the Cowboys right now, you wouldn't hear. I would be talking so much shit.
Yeah. Josh Allen is nice. He's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Very unique quarterback because he's big, but he can run,
Mhm.
and he'll run over you too.
Yeah,
He's like Big Ben, but is fast kind of
he's not.
and elusive.
He's not.
I'll
thick.
say elusive.
He's not thick.
And he's
yeah.
not fat. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Big Ben lost some weight.
Yeah, fuck it. He's
Big-
still fat. I know he's still crushing beers.
Other football news, not NFL but college. Texas and Oklahoma accepted invites to the SEC
Wild.
starting in 2025.
Wild.
We have talked about this, but I just think that they did. It's happening.
Yeah.
It's in the works.
That's crazy.
We'll see.
I think college football is basically over. I mean, it's going to be everybody watches the SEC, and that's about it.
Yeah.
It's basically going to come down to it's going to be Ohio State versus the SEC, or sorry, Ohio State, Clemson versus the SEC.
Yeah.
I'm a little tired of just seeing the same old thing with college football. They got to find a way to balance the power.
Yeah, at what point are we going to say college football is still good? Year in, year out. Because
It
it's,
used to be so much fun. There used to be legitimately 4 or 5 conferences that had a good team or two every year.
to me, like the 3 best parts of college football are they're not getting, or they weren't getting paid,
Mm-hmm.
and they're still playing, they still love the game and playing.
Yeah.
The fans, because a lot of them are drunk students.
Yeah.
And the third part is the band playing. I love how the band
I
plays.
do like the band.
I think the
I
band
do.
is a cool. I think the NFL
Yeah.
should adopt that. It'd be kind of weird, but they could do it.
I don't know.
People would play for NFL teams.
Yeah. I think
They-
that'd be a little hokey for
they-
NFL, but I know
They won't do that. But I think it's really cool.
Yeah. No, I think that college football is good because it's unique in that way.
Yeah.
It's got the the student and atmosphere and whatnot. But yeah. I guess we could since we're still on football, we could talk about Bobby Bowden, Florida State coach for forever.
Okay.
I think he coached there for like fucking 40 years.
Did he?
Yeah, but maybe not 40, at least 30.
Mm-hmm.
But he passed away. He was 91. He'd been dealing with some health complications for a while.
91's a good life.
Yeah. He won a couple of national championships.
Okay.
I think he was like the winningest coach of the 90s or something like that.
Mm.
So yeah, he put together a good program. Stand-up guy too.
Yeah. The name sounds familiar, but I didn't know like when I first saw it on
Yeah.
this, like who he was or where he coached actually.
Yeah.
So, condolences to him or to the family.
Yeah.
Moving on to the Olympics, things I had written down, and also the Olympics are officially over.
It's over.
And you're okay with it? I can't say I watched very much of any Olympics.
I mean, what I watch is basically just things I tripped over while I was at work,
Mhm.
just because it was kind of almost a requirement to have it on.
Yeah.
The Olympics are bleh, whatever.
Yeah.
Especially the
So-
summer. I don't like the summer Olympics.
So the U.S. men's team for basketball won gold, and I gotta say, I talked shit. I didn't really think.
What did I say? They weren't going to lose again.
I almost had a bold prediction saying they weren't gonna win gold.
And they did almost lose to France again in the
Yes,
finals,
yeah.
but yes.
Some quick notes: KD joins Carmelo Anthony as the only players to win 3 gold medals in men's basketball history.
Nice.
And Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday are the 5th and 6th players to win an NBA championship and a gold medal in the same year.
Nice. Who they joining, like Michael and...
It's got to be Michael, Scotty, in '92.
Yeah, and then maybe
Kobe?
LeBron and Dwayne Wade.
With Kobe in 2010. Did they play in 2010? No, they didn't play in 2008. No.
It was 8, 12, 16. I'm feeling like LeBron and Dwayne Wade in 2012, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, LeBron. No, I don't think LeBron played in 6. I don't know who the other ones are, but I think.
No, but in 2012, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, LeBron and Wade.
Because they were coming off a championship for
Gotcha.
the Heat. That's my only guess.
So it's probably
Probably that
Michael,
Michael,
Scotty,
Scotty, LeBron, Dwayne.
Wade. Yeah.
Yeah.
So congrats to them. Also, the USA women's basketball team won gold, which
Yes, they did.
Is-
And they went undefeated, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So during this run of the gold medal, they surpassed 50 straight wins, which is incredible. Olympic wins
Nice.
is incredible. It's their 7th straight gold medal in basketball for women's.
Fuck yeah.
They Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi are the only players with 5 gold medals
That's so fucking...
in Olympic basketball history,
That's
men
insane.
and women.
That's insane.
They've been doing it for a while. Yeah.
I think I heard that Diana Taurasi was like the first pick of the first ever WNBA draft.
I don't know that, but that doesn't really surprise me.
I didn't realize she was that old.
Diana Taurasi's been playing for a while,
Yeah, I didn't realize she was that old.
and
I could be totally wrong on that, but
she's been playing for a while. is
yeah,
what you're
she's been
getting
playing for a
at. So
while.
congrats to the women's basketball.
Or maybe
team.
it was Sue
Congrats.
Bird. I can't remember. One of those two.
Congrats to them because they dominate more than men have. The men have won. The men have won 7 straight gold medals because they lost in 04.
They fucking choke in 04. That team. I looked at that roster recently and was like, who the fuck are these guys?
I don't think Larry Brown, who was the coach, started LeBron James.
I think you're right.
So I think that's he probably looks back being like, yeah, I should have started this guy.
Yeah. But they
Also-
had like, yeah, it was just like Stephon Marbury was on the team and fucking. Richard
Also,
Jefferson,
the U.S. women's soccer team won bronze.
bronze.
They
which
just
is
they kind
less
of.
than expected.
Let's be honest, they struggled.
Yeah.
I watched a majority of these games. They struggled,
Yeah.
but so congrats to them. It's still a big achievement.
Sure. Yeah. Got a medal.
And Canada won Goal.
Goal for the first time, right?
And PKs. They went penalty kicks.
Yeah, against Sweden.
And they beat Sweden, yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you, what do you think of the gold medal game being able to go to penalty kicks to win it? Do you think it should end like that?
I don't like it ending like that, but at the same time, you can't have a soccer game just going forever.
Because it went on for a while.
Because you're just running around, literally running around, and at the end of the day, like if you went past the 2 hours of playing,
Yeah, you're gassed.
you have no energy. There'll be no action.
I feel the same way, and I understand why it goes to penalty kicks.
It's a tough situation.
Yeah.
You just like even hockey, it's really wild when they go like 3-4 overtimes. You know.
Yeah.
But you're on skates, so it's a little less.
Yeah.
But it's still taxing for sure.
And overall for the Olympics, the USA were atop of the medal count with 113 in total.
Hell yeah. Seventh straight Summer Olympics they've done that.
Really?
Most medals.
Wow. They won the most gold, silver, and bronze medals.
Third straight on that one, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
And China was in second with 88 total medals.
Yeah.
So the U.S. really blew everybody out of the water.
Yeah. Although they were only one gold ahead of China.
Yes,
38, 39, 38.
And I believe Russia, or the ROC,
Yeah, whatever.
was third in also the medal count. So
Yeah.
shout out to the U.S. Sorry,
Winners.
we're the best. We win.
Bang.
We win. So Olympics, we'll see you in 4 years. Summer Olympics, we'll see you in 4 years.
We got Winter Olympics in like a
Yeah.
year and 2 months.
You know what's
or
crazy?
no, a year and like 4 months.
You know what's crazy is I feel like we were watching the women's gold medal game at your parents' house.
Just not that long
Not
ago.
that long ago. It was
Yeah.
almost 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That was an incredible game.
That was fun.
I don't know who was there with us, but it was awesome.
It was all my coworkers.
Yeah, Garrett wasn't there, was he?
No, it was like Yosh and
Yeah.
and whoever those girls were.
Like you were saying, I probably enjoy the the Winter Olympics a little more.
I do too. Because I can watch like the snowboarding I can get into. Hockey is actually my favorite Olympic sport of any of the events.
I like curling. Talk your shit. I like curling.
I don't hate it, but I think it's a little hokey.
And the USA won last time.
They did, which was sick.
Which I think it was the first time they had won.
Huge underdogs. I mean, Canada's going to be obviously your favorite. So.
Yeah, not too bad. Go USA. USA.
All right, is it time for last call?
Yep.
Leo Messi is leaving Barcelona.
This is a huge deal.
Wow.
I don't think I really understand how big of a deal this really is because I don't really watch soccer. I don't.
It'd be like if.
Like if Patrick Mahomes moved somewhere.
Yeah, like say Patrick Mahomes won 4 more Super Bowls with the Chiefs.
Okay.
And then in his age 34 season, moved to like he was still in his prime. Like
34 is it sounds somewhat old, but he's still
yeah.
he
But I
can
mean,
still
obviously
play.
Tom Brady at 34 was still balling.
Yeah.
So like say it would be like him moving on to another team.
Wow.
Him going to the
Okay, so it's a huge deal.
to the Patriots or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to Paris Saint-Germain.
Wow. How much? Do we know how much he's getting paid?
It's a 2-year contract. I don't know what the
Oh.
money. Dude, I just found out that he was getting paid like $60+ million a year on this last contract with Barcelona.
How many years was it?
I mean, I don't know the exact.
It doesn't
but
matter.
He's been there for his whole life, so
60 million. Like how much is? Do you know how much Ronaldo on top of your head is getting paid yearly?
probably somewhere in that range.
It's outrageous.
And people think that American athletes get overpaid. Those motherfuckers.
There's clearly no salary cap in
No.
soccer.
Well, so speaking of salary cap, that's the reason that he's leaving Barcelona. He actually had a deal in principle with Barcelona for 5 years, and the Spanish Premier League, you know, they have this it's called fair play financial rules. They cut off the deal,
Wow.
and they told him you're spending too much money on your squad,
Wow.
and that's the only reason that it didn't go through.
And I mean, I saw pictures of him, crying
He
at
was
his press
crying,
conference. I
yeah.
get it. He's been there. You say he's been there his whole life, or since his whole
He was in their like youth club, like before he was a professional.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's like it's him.
Yeah.
It's in his blood.
And Spain even tried to nationalize him and make him a quote unquote Spanish player. He's Argentinian, but
Yeah. Wow. That is big news.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
You got anything?
Yeah, I got one little thing I wanted to say. Did you see I think I put this in our group chat. There was allegations by Evander Kane's wife, who plays for the Sharks,
Oh yeah.
she was saying that he bets on his own games and has intentionally tried to lose games for gambling profit.
I think it's a bunch of BS.
You think she's bullshit?
I really do. I think she's mad about something.
I don't like. I know what you mean. I don't like assuming that right off the bat, and I hope it's not the case.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there's two things going against this claim. Is that he's, of course, yeah. So it's easy to say that he gambled against himself or whatever because he is a gambler.
Yeah.
So that, I mean,
Okay.
there's both sides of that, but that's one thing in her favor on this claim. That could be bullshit.
Yeah.
The other thing is they don't have a good relationship, obviously. So she's just could be using this as, something to use against him.
Mhm.
So I don't think it's legit. I can't imagine a guy in this position would do that. But
It'd be
he is an oddball.
He is.
He's always, his whole career he's been, either labeled as a poor sport, bad teammate, whatever,
Mhm.
which is why I'm still pissed the Sharks signed him to that contract they did.
yeah.
He's in bankruptcy trouble. He just clearly doesn't have his head on straight. But I don't know. It's such a weird situation.
It's weird. It's weird.
Really weird situation.
So I hope it's not the case. But if it
Yeah.
is, the Sharks gotta get rid of him instantly, right? Or can
You
they?
know what? This sounds really bad, but I hope this whole thing is true because I think they would be able to void his contract. Which, hey, he's getting paid $7 million a year and the salary cap's only like $82 million. So that's a huge chunk
Yeah.
of your allocation. So yeah, he's a mess. Speaking of messes, messy mess. Speaking of the Sharks, though, Martin Jones is officially not a Shark.
Is he not?
He's gone.
Is he a free agent?
He actually got signed by, I want to say the Flyers.
Wow.
But they bought him out, so they're going to be paying. I don't think they're be paying him necessarily, but they're paying on their salary cap for the next 6 years.
Is he gonna play for the Flyers?
He is going to play for the Flyers.
And would you bet money that he's gonna have a career year for the Flyers?
He is going to be the backup for the Flyers because they have Carter Hart.
Martin Swiss Cheese Jones.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, it's hard to say that his demise was all his fault because I don't think the Sharks necessarily played great defense in front of him.
Okay.
But I am intrigued to see what the new, because they got a new tandem between Aiden Hill and James Reimer. See what they can do.
Gotcha.
See if it was legit or not, or if
Yeah.
those guys struggle in front of this team as well.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, we made it.
Made it.
Blink.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. It's been an episode.
I gotta piss like a racehorse.
Do you? I see you. I see you wagging.
Yeah,
on
I'm
that.
lagging. I've been lagging like 10 minutes. I gotta go.
It's been great to be back.
Yes.
We'll be back again in 2 weeks. We're
2
taking
weeks.
next week off.
Taking next week off.
I'm going to Chicago next week
Ooh.
too.
You're going to Wrigley.
Going to Wrigley.
That's
Can't
fucking-
wait.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be
I'm
sick.
happy for you. It's gonna,
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool.
I'll see plenty of pictures. I'll tell you that much.
Plenty of pictures.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
Gonna see the Cubs play the Royals.
You better keep our Instagram popping.
Oh yeah,
At Wrigley.
I'll keep it live.
Cool.
I'll keep it live.
Well, you should,
Um,
yeah, we'll talk about it after.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's gonna be a good time. We will see you in 2 weeks. Thanks for listening and watching.